A civil democracy is based on a well-educated population. Therefore, education must be made available to the masses if you truly want to maintain a democracy. The right to an education is something that ought to be guaranteed by a democratic society. If we value our civil democracy, it is judged by what we do in terms of public education. The inspiration for the Abyssinian Development Program grew out of watching the deterioration of this community. And you would say, wow, what's happening to us? And so it came out of a desire to see Harlem live and thrive and become a part of Manhattan Island, not just something that's north of 96th Street. So early on, we started visiting the schools. We just walked in. This is long before any of this charter stuff is going on, long before we just walked into the schools and said, what's going on here? It revealed to us things that were just atrocious, deteriorating buildings, and it also showed us that in order for a school to be successful, it must have not only parental involvement, but a strong building principle.
I am a senator. I am a lawyer.
So we decided to get involved in education so that these young families who were coming as a result of better housing and better business opportunities and service opportunities provided for them would have a place to send their children. We wanted the children of Harlem to learn. That's our first primary concern, that the children learn, that the children are saved.
I am your doctor, a teacher, Secretary of State. I am a CEO.
One of the things that we appreciated from the very beginning, if we were about building community and making sure that our community was successful and sustainable for the long haul, we had to focus on education. We had to make sure that we had good schools in our community to give our kids the opportunities that they deserve.
Head Start program is really to enhance educational opportunities for children in our community. And what we focus on is academics for preparation for kindergarten and beyond, as well as also social skills and, of course, character building.
We have been working in education for almost 20 years. We are the second largest Head Start provider in Harlem. We have an award-winning elementary school, a middle school that has an international baccalaureate program, a high school, the Thurgood Marshall Academy for Learning.
At Abyssinian, we feel that families in Central Harlem should be able to send their children to quality public schools in the community that they live in, and if they choose not to, it should be a choice and not a forced option. So that was the impetus behind starting Thurgood Marshall Academy.
The defining difference between Thurgood Marshall Academy Lower School and the other schools is the support we receive from the Abyssinian Development Corporation as our parent organization, our sponsor organization. It allows us to have an expanded learning time program. It gives kids more time on task in school.
We also just took on another high school, Bread and Roses High School, which was designated as one of the lowest performing schools in the state.
Our school is Bread and Roses Integrated Arts High School. And what that means is it's not a performing arts, even though we do have students that do perform, it's integrating arts. And so what we do is, and we're going to fully implement that again next year, where the subjects matters have arts embedded in those subjects.
What we're going to demonstrate and prove is that with the right focus, attention, resources, curriculum, support from the community, any school can be transformed to be a successful school.
When you get that one-on-one attention with a teacher and you feel like you're actually learning and you feel that connection, I guarantee you the student's going to be way better in class.
Because they care about us. They look at our face expressions every morning. They see if we're happy, sad. If you're sad, oh, what happened?
I think of a school as a hospital. These students are dying out there in the streets, and the school, to me, is the last resort. And this is an emergency, and I'm a doctor, and this is an emergency, and I have to save each one of their lives. And that's my job, is to say, this is it. If I have parents that say, I give up, I don't know what to do, and I said, just give them to me. I'll fix them. And that's my job.
Abyssinian.
That's what we give. You know, there's evidence of our stewardship. You know, we fought against police brutality. We've marched and demonstrated against racist institutions in New York. You know, we have a track record of protest that nobody can argue with. But we also have a track record of progress. And that's what distinguishes us from all the others out here. Come up, visit the Thurgood Marshall Academy. Visit the lower school. Come out to Old Westbury. Take a look at how we are training our teachers and see how all of this fits together. Abyssinian Development Corporation is doing a great work, and the education program is a part of it. I'd like to see children who come out of our education program become the productive citizens who help us to maintain a civil democracy.